Since 2019, the Grand Rapids Police Department has had a liaison position for the LGBTQ+ community, a role the chief says is aimed at building relationships and educating both within the department and out in the community.
As of a few months ago, a new LGBTQ+ liaison has started in that role. And News 8's Adriana Doria spoke with her about her plans for the role and why she feels it's so important to have for the department.
On a typical day, you could find Mallory Kaysserian heading to crime scenes and sifting through evidence.
Fingerprints and DNA.
Serving as a forensics technician with the Grand Rapids Police Department.
My day-to-day is never the same.
But her second and relatively new gig is somewhat more personal.
I've always tried to be that person that, I would rather you ask me a question than be worried about offending someone. Like, if you're asking me, I know you're trying.
Mallory serves as the second ever LGBTQ+ liaison with the Grand Rapids Police Department and has for just about 2 months, a role that originated back in 2019.
As a gay woman, I take it as a responsibility to educate those around me, especially with law enforcement. But I have had some good, hard conversations with guys that I work with, just kind of eye-opening on their end when I tell them when my wife and I first started dating, there was about 1.5 years where legally we could not get married.
Mallory says the relationship between the LGBTQ+ community and police has often been a difficult one to build over the years. And in this position, she says that is exactly the goal, to bridge that gap between these two communities in Grand Rapids. And it's something Police Chief Eric Winstrom says is essential for their department.
We want to get that insight from somebody that actually works in the police department and can be that conduit of information that I might not otherwise get. That's a huge blessing for us.
And Mallory is that person. She says in her role, she works to educate within the department. But out in the field, her lived experience helps break down barriers with those she comes in contact with.
Just walking onto a scene as a woman often breaks down barriers. And I'm not a police officer. As crime scene tech, I'm a civilian, even though I do look like this. And so it kind of puts me in that good middle ground between the officers and the community.
While the liaison role started before Chief Winstrom arrived in Grand Rapids, it's one he says he's glad to see continue to grow.
To the point now where we're saying June is Pride Month. I have so much pride, obviously, in the Grand Rapids Police Department, but I have so much pride in our brothers and sisters who, it's 2025, and they're proud of their membership in the LGBT community. I am so proud to see the changes in our country, where we are today versus where we are when I was a kid, when I was in college, and seeing all the progress that we have. I think there's more progress to be made.
As she sits back and reflects on her first Pride Month in this position, this one has an even more special meaning.
Can't even put it into words. Pride Month is always so important. My wife and I love going to any Pride Fest that we can. It's a time to recognize all the pain, but to be with the community and to just have pride and embrace the joy of having that community.
Hoping to continue to bridge gaps and better her industry, one step and conversation at a time.
We recognize the past and the history, and we're here to improve our relationships. We are still working to get that trust back and build a relationship where everyone feels comfortable, and I think that's kind of the task and the goal of me in this position.
In Grand Rapids, Adriana Doria, News 8.